The house I moved into is an imposing Victorian structure, built in 1892 and nestled in the heart of a small, fog-shrouded town, surrounded by dense woods and perched at the end of a winding road. The house is steeped in a strange, magnetic allure. Its weathered exterior, with faded green paint peeling away, hints at a long history. Intricate stained glass windows and a towering turret give it a stately, almost watchful appearance. What intrigued me most were the whispered tales surrounding it. The property was once the home of the Whitmore family, who mysteriously vanished in 1933. Local legend suggests the house is cursed. Each family that has lived here has reported unexplainable phenomena, from disappearing objects to shadowy figures. When I first visited, the air felt heavy, as though the walls carried untold secrets. I remember crossing the threshold for the first time. The silence was profound and peaceful, but charged. The faint scent of damp wood and something metallic lingered. My footsteps seemed to echo louder than they should have, as if the house itself was listening. Later that evening, I discovered an antique trunk in the attic, filled with dusty toys. Among them was a porcelain doll with cracked features and lifelike eyes that appeared to follow me. Despite my initial unease, I dismissed these feelings as first-stage jitters. I was eager to settle into my new home. My second night in the house marked the beginning of the inexplicable. Around 2 a.m., I was startled awake by the sound of faint footsteps outside my bedroom door. At first, I assumed it was just the creaks and groans of the old house settling, but then the footsteps stopped directly in front of my door. The air grew unnaturally cold, and I could hear a faint whisper, like someone struggling to form words underwater. Summoning my courage, I swung the door open, expecting to find an explanation. The hallway, bathed in the dim orange glow of nightlight, was empty. The only thing I noticed was a peculiar smudge on the inside of my door. It resembled a handprint, but the fingers were elongated and claw-like. I scrubbed it away the next morning, convincing myself it was just a trick of my imagination. Yet, the sensation of being watched lingered. That night, I slept with the lights on, my mind racing. The rational part of me wanted to dismiss the event, but a deeper instinct told me this was just the beginning. As days turned into weeks, the house began revealing its secrets. One morning, I woke to find every cabinet in the kitchen wide open, each plate and glass meticulously arranged. It felt deliberate, as though someone or something wanted to send a message. Another time, I noticed the antique rocking chair in the living room swing gently, though no one had touched it. The motion was slow and rhythmic, as if an unseen occupant had just risen from it. The most chilling incident occurred during a thunderstorm. With the power out, I sat in the living room, a flashlight flickering in my hand. A faint scratching noise came from the turbine above. It was rhythmic, like someone trying to carve a message. Climbing the spiral staircase, my flashlight revealed the turret room's dusty floor and a chilling message etched into it. "Don't look." Terrified, I retreated, locking the window door behind me. That night, I dreamt of a shadowy figure standing silently in the corner of my bedroom, its long, slender hand pointing toward the turret. The sense of foreboding was inescapable. Desperate for answers, I delved into the house's history. At the local library, I discovered old newspaper clippings detailing the Whitmore family's sudden disappearance. Neighbors reported hearing screams the night they vanished, but the investigation yielded no bodies, only strange markings on the walls. I also reached out to my neighbors. Most avoided discussing the house, their expressions darkening when I mentioned it. One elderly woman finally spoke, her voice barely above a whisper. "The house doesn't like to be disturbed," she said, glancing nervously in its direction. I contacted a team of paranormal investigators, equipped with thermal cameras and audio recorders. They spent hours exploring. The results were chilling: sudden temperature drops, disembodied whispers captured on tape, and shadowy figures darting across the cameras. One investigator told me, "Whatever resides here is aware of you. It's trying to communicate." Over time, I've learned to live with the house's peculiarities. The whispers have grown less frequent, almost as if acknowledging them has appeased whatever resides here. Occasionally, I speak aloud, treating the presence like a silent companion. It sounds strange, but the tension has lessened. I've come to believe the house is a portal space where the veil between realities is thin. Perhaps the Whitmore family wasn't taken, but drawn into another existence entirely. Whatever the truth, I've stopped searching for definitive answers. Instead, I've embraced the mystery. If you've experienced anything similar, I invite you to share your story. Together, perhaps we can uncover the threads connecting these strange encounters.